pitch on your business, tell me a little bit more about what you do and our listeners, that would be awesome.
Yeah, no, thank you, Matt. I am so excited to be here and join you in the conversation because, yeah, taking a holistic approach is like that's how change gets made. So yeah, I am founder and chief navigator of Mile Zero, which is a consultancy that works with leaders in medium to large businesses to help them use innovation to kind of confidently and reliably grow their business. And the way I do that, like you already mentioned so beautifully, is taking a holistic approach. So I call it the innovation ABCs. So looking at the architecture of innovation and what are the processes, the structures, the strategy, governance metrics, all of that stuff that's very businessy. So what's the architecture? Also, what are the behaviors and specifically the leadership behaviors that foster innovation? Because innovation requires leaders to engage very differently than how they engage in operations. And then last, the C is the culture and the capabilities. And how are they building an organization that is able to just kind of repeatedly innovate and engage in the questioning and the curiosity and the creativity that's required to continually improve or innovate. So that's the work that I do, and it is very fun and very challenging, and I guess that's probably why I love it.
So you kind of come in and almost like a football coach or something, provide a strategic playbook for them to implement a program and then develop off of. And then from what I understand, you also are involved in the executive coaching aspect. So I assume, you're kind of setting them on a good path and then holding them accountable over time to really implement that for their business.
Yeah. I kind of play, say, a player coach role, especially in the beginning of coming in. Usually it's at a point where an organization is, they know what their growth goals are. And they've kind of looked around and they're like, well, if as we keep doing what we're doing, that will only get us part of the way there. And so we have this gap and we don't know how to fill that gap. So I kind of come in that really early phase where people know they need something, but it's just so ambiguous. And like you said, kind of come in with a playbook and an approach, and or say player coach because I'm doing some of the things, kind of role modeling, teaching, making the progress happen, as well as coaching people in how to do this and build their capabilities. Ultimately getting to a point where then, I kind of take the step back and then, just a coach. My playing days are over. I'm just coaching. And eventually they're kind of off and running, having both, the line of sight, the projects, the strategy and the pathway to filling their growth gap, as well as the capabilities internally so that, should they ever find themselves in the same situation, they don't need me. So trying to put myself out of business, basically.
Yeah.